I've drank a lot of fucking beer in my lifetime, that's for sure. Many times to an excess that I'm not too proud of the fucked up shitty situations that I've managed to fist fuck my way into. I've learned a lot along the way though. I'll share that knowledge with you if it can prevent a fucking drunken grease fire. If it doesn't, you are the fucking grease fire.
All right, had just enough time to walk the dog and make a breakfast burrito. I'm going to fucking eat some food. We got Bar for Bar Fitness live training demonstration.
We out here today. I just did. Let me give you a minute to get back in here. Gather around. All right. Like I said, all we teach is strength out here, right? Like I said, this all serves a major purpose. It's very important, right? And I'm a vital resource to my community. I'm a community leader. You understand? So, like I said, you just saw I did the lift. All you got to do is watch and pay attention. You got to pay attention, though. You know what I mean? Did the lift again today. We just did them yesterday. Right? Pretty much full capacity. Not pretty much. At full capacity, the reach is high. Like it's high reach. Right? These are all tangible world records. Like I said, don't let nobody tell you different. And like I said, have you ever seen somebody do what I do on these bars? This is made of pure steel, mind you. Have you ever seen somebody do what I do? Ever? No. Because it doesn't exist. It's the truth. You have workout groups in New York. You have workout groups in Houston. You had the workout groups in New York that tried to do this, just like, you know, I'm Mr. 52 and 52 Blocks Info tried to do this, right? They tried to make a career, right, off of 52 Blocks. 52 Blocks Info doesn't know 52 Blocks. I'm Mr. 52.
It's like he's got Bell's palsy on the side of his mouth here as to our left, his right. Pablo is just fucking, he won't move his cheek. Otherwise, he's going to knock that tooth out. It's so swollen.
52 Blocks. Everything happened. There's like projects over there in New York. And it wasn't a good look. And again, when I had all the money and I had $250 million in the bank, I'm Mr. 52, and I was trying to get you to train me. I was going to pay you good money so that you could train me, and you know, chose to be sensitive. You know what I mean? And, you know, I was showing nothing but love. So, I mean, you know, it is what it is. But, I mean, the point is, like I said, he was like, man, I did this so I could make money. And I wanted to build a business. It's just so ironic and funny to me that the people who first had started doing this, the people who did this before, right? Because everything I did was original. Like, yeah, I paid attention. I learned. I used influences. Like, I watched him. I watched a lot of the movements. I watched a lot of what he did. But I learned 52 Blocks in the shelter in Dallas in the bridge. A guy named Big Trouble from Chicago, right? So you can kind of figure out who he probably was, right? And we were homies, and we were cool, and he taught it to me while I was over there in Dallas. The actual system of 52 Blocks. We didn't get to finish it, though, because there's 13 positions based off a deck of cards, right? And there's 5 different variations. You know, that was the thing. Like, a lot of folks, like, when they go to jail, like, do folks learn when they're in the jail? Because I learned a lot. Anytime I was in jail, I learned 100%. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I mean, you got to learn. You got to learn. And that way, when you get out, you know, you have something new that you've learned. You got to read the Bible. You got to, you know, try to do things that are going to be productive. You know what I mean? Because everything has to be a learning experience. That's the only way that you grow, correct?
Magpie, it's 2 through ace. It's 13 cards. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, jack, queen, king, ace.
So I'm just saying, you know, the ones who had started all this and did all this, they didn't get anywhere with it. Same with that other group up there in New York. What have they accomplished? They're all aces all across the board. It was a flop. It was a failure. It was an epic failure at that. You will not succeed. Here I am.
Hip check.
I'm just saying, I'm Mr. 52 said, I can't make no money doing this. I was supposed to build a business. They were going to everything they get. They asked for. Right? Everything. You know what I mean? They were trying to get some rented space so that he could try to build a business. And obviously it didn't work. That's what he was saying. I couldn't make no money with this. Well, I make money with this. I've been doing this for 3 years. You know what I mean? You know, and like I said, I haven't even had any clients, and I still make money. Just saying, you might want to pay attention to that. And you in New York, you in the Mecca.
From our fitness live training episode.
Career in New York at ease, at your leisure. You feel me? Should be so easy. Build a career in New York. Oh man, should be great. Should be nothing, right? Can't see anything anyway. The lighting out here is always odd. I don't know, but it just always is. But here, give me a minute. Let me see if this will work. All right, looks like it should be on. All right, so the chat room is open, right? You can speak. Speak, be heard, right? But like I said, we out here, I'm very proud of myself right now because when it's back to back like this, and this is what I'm really trying to get to is the goal where I'm just back to back to back, just like all the action is always back to back, everything I've been through is back to back to back. So I want to make sure that, you know, my training is back to back to back, that my training is on a higher level, on another level, right? That's what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk. You know, I want to be on a higher level and just always operating at a higher level. You know what I mean? Always, you know, always excelling, always advancing, always progressing. That's the difference between me and most people. Like I said, I'm going to always make progress no matter what. While I'm here, I'm going to build as much as I possibly can. And everything I'm building is really for elsewhere. It's all the seeds I'm planting to be able to, you know, it's all going to grow into beautiful trees and blossom for the future. That's what God does. He plants seeds. You understand that blossom? You know what I mean? So that's the point. Everything I'm building is for the future. Everything I'm building is later. You know what I mean? But again, I'm the CEO, Bar for Bar Fitness. Like I said, everyone can come out here and train. Everyone and anyone. Anyone. You understand? Just like I could teach street ball, basketball. I could teach calisthenics. I could teach you pretty much anything. We offer advice, all sorts of stuff. Look at him. Look at him. Look at the little critter.
Furry pets. Jesus. Get him. Wow.
Out here. We're back.
Ah, the fucking prairie pets. Jesus.
That's awesome. Give me the fake one. They run like Rob Rat. Oh, it's too funny.
Magpie, if you're talking about that shirt, that was at one point white. White.
I love it. But yeah, like I said,
It's pure.
these folks don't get. I'm gonna be in all these states and cities. I think
Unadulterated.
at some point. The minute I get this done, get this money, I'll be in Katy, Texas. I'll be in Sacramento, California. I'll be in San Diego, San Francisco.
Come on down.
You'll be asking, where in the world is Tyree Sneed? You know, I'm going to be everywhere. And, you know, I do my thing right in front of everybody.
That shirt has not been washed once. He's been wearing it, probably majority of the time for the past year and a half or so. Year. I'm going to say probably about a year. He's probably 80% of the time, that's the fucking shirt he wears, and it's never been washed. And fucking all throughout summer, working out in the park, just caked with fucking salt and filth and sweat and fucking Santorum, just shit, blood, and cum. Fucking.
We gonna win and we gonna make money right in front of all the same folks. That's right.
Just fucked.
So, like I said, I mean, first of all, welcome to my business. Again, you're entering a 5-star business. All right, make sure you come correct. And like I said, I continue to progress. I continue to push forward, and I continue to be the king of all kings that I am. Right. But like I said, I mean, anyone can come out and do the training. Like I said, the average it's $50 for a training session, $50 an hour. It's stronger than all your gym trainers and gym owners. Okay. The gym owners here, like I said, they was like, yeah, let's talk business. And then they didn't want to talk anymore because, well, they was asking me some questions and I was just not feeling it and I wasn't responding. Right. And I'm like, hey, and they don't say anything like, oh, yeah, because
they're trying to sell you a membership, Joey.
You know
That's it. That's
and
more.
it was a real business owner. And if you built anything,
Found out you don't have any money.
I mean, it's common sense, you know. I don't understand how someone can say they're an owner. You know, these are gyms that are like they're chains. I mean, you're definitely not the owner of all of them. You know what I mean? And you know, so I don't even know what that means. Like, you mean a manager? Is that what they do? They lie to y'all about your job titles? But like I said, I want to speak my mind and say the truth. Like, nah, folks like that ain't anywhere near my level. That's the thing. It's like, oh, it's a business, and then all of a sudden, conveniently, we don't want to talk business. Of course not, because you don't know how to do business, because business would mean putting me as the elite guy that trains in front of everyone in your gym. Right? And paying me and getting me right, would be as easy as what? All I need is what I need. I'd have to go get the certification to teach training within the gym, which you can get any of those, and they're not even that expensive. So a real businessman and someone who owns a gym would be like, look, I'll cover that. Don't even worry about it. Right? Because you're supposed to be rich. You're supposed to have money. But you're not an owner of a gym. That's first of all. Okay? Because, again, those gyms have gyms all over the country. You'd be like a multi-billionaire. You understand? Oh, wait, again, sorry. I'm wrong about that because it's all masonry. So the people who actually own the gyms are not rich. Yeah, newsflash. That's what they tell you. That's what they want folks to believe. But actually, they have no money just like everybody. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying they don't even own, you know, they don't own all those gyms. You know, now you may be a manager of the gym or something like that, some lowly position, right? But, you know, even CEOs of companies don't impress me. I mean, a CEO of a company still makes a basic wage and salary at this point. They're not rich. And, you know, it's like all these restaurants. I mean, you can see all the illegal activity that restaurants do, right? And the people in charge, especially in the CEOs and all that stuff. So, I mean, it just doesn't impress me. I mean, it's all the same thing. It's masonry, right? And it's just positioning. And, you know, me, I'd rather be like, I mean, I wouldn't say I ever want to be poor, but I'd rather be poor and, you know, doing the right things. You know what I mean? Like I am, you know what I mean? Than be like that. You know what I mean? So it's like, and at the end of the day, I mean, they're not rich. They're not rich. And, you know, it's just clear what they're doing. I mean, you know, it's just like all the bars on 6th Street and in Austin. I mean, it's clear what they're doing with the money. And that's what I'm saying. Like, nah, it's clear as day what's going on. Right? Let's see here. No messages yet? No messages? No talkie-talkie? No talkie-talkie? Nobody want to talk today? Like I said, they're probably in the mood because everybody's in their feelings. But yeah, like I said, if you was a real gym owner, if you was a real, I don't care, CEO, executive, even just a basic manager, right, which means nothing, right? That's what folks brag about. I'm the manager. I mean, okay. It just means that you're in a stagnated energy, you know, at a company that nobody wants to work for. I mean, it just means you have to waste all your time being in that company doing nothing, what they tell you to do. If people were happy at their job, how come I've witnessed everything I've witnessed? I mean, I've seen a whole bunch of different things happen. You know what I mean? I've seen a lot of stuff happen. Okay? I mean, you know, them folks don't want to work there. That's why when they hear me, every time I ever worked at a company, I turned around, you know, made $100,000, sold 50-acre properties, or So mineral rights, oil royalties for 10 grand, and they're asking me, how did you do it? You know, nobody wants to work. Nobody wants to work a job. They're just there for their paycheck, right? And that's the truth. Me, I tend to usually do my job. But at this point, it's like, if this is, you know, how everybody's going to act, then I mean, what's the point? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I'm there for my paycheck too, right? But, you know, fortunately, I don't work for any companies right now. I just do what I'm doing, and I'm doing my own business. You know what I mean? That's the thing. Like, I would like to do a business where I still get paid, but I own the business. You know, I don't know if you do that or not, but I would imagine. I mean, I'm sure you still clock in if you're going to, you know, do hours and work. I don't know. You know, but maybe not. I have no idea, you know, but, you know, I just want to work for myself. I want to run my own restaurant, and folks don't get not as far away as you may think or as far away as it seems. I mean, it just takes money, it just takes capital. We're really about one step away, and I mean, like I said, I won't be doing it here. You know, so what I'm asking the public for at this point is let's get some money together. I have a goal of $10,000, 100%. It's completely realistic. And like I said, I get a $1,000 bonus on here quickly, just like that. Folks can send gifts. Like I said, one gift, I think, for 3 separate vertical live streams. And I think I'll get a $1,000 bonus at some point. They'll have to throw it on my check. And no, nobody has done that yet. So, like I said, it's just 3 gifts. It's not difficult. You can send gifts. You can send super chats. Now I'm going to make sure I get all my money on here. Believe me, you understand? So how you feel about that? How you like me now? How you like me now? How you like me now? Like I said, man, folks are funny, man. Folks wish they could be me, man. They see what it is. I already got all the wealth. Like I said, $10,000 bulletproof vest, level 3 hard plate, right? Mm-hmm. 8 G's for it. Like I said, 530 on my wrist got you pissed. Like I said, we just keep on doing our thing, man. They want to be the superstar. They want to be the boy, but they just ain't. They just isn't me. And this is why I can train people. So like I said, my qualifications and criteria have already been proven exponential. Okay, I have like 540 something world records. They're all tangible. They're right here. They're on camera. Like I said, if I stepped foot in any gym, I mean, it wouldn't even be close. It never has been. That's all I ever used to do was go to gyms, and I would just compete, you know, I would compete with the folks that were working out in there without them knowing I was competing. We'll just say it like that, 100%. And like, there's never been a gym that I've been in that I wasn't the strongest, ever. You know, when I was younger, what did I do? Remember, I did was 115 pounds on the waist belt. 115 pounds. Remember, I did dips in Dallas. It was a whole bunch of records, and then I was doing pull-ups with like 75 pounds. Actually, like 75 pounds on the waist belt. So I mean, folks act like I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm completely certified G and really have the stripes in the street too. So I mean, how you a street dude and everything across the country? Like, that's the thing. That's what life's about. Competing, being the best. It ain't about how much money you got. It's about being the best. I mean, I'd rather win and not have a dime. Real talk. I have even financially. People who, you know, if you don't spend your money, then I mean, that's fear. I mean, that's not having money. I mean, money was made to spend. So I'd rather win and then not have a dime and go through a phase like this, you know, than sitting on, you know, because it won't sit right with me. You know what I mean? Like, you know, that's the thing. Wherever you go, you still be with you. And me, have too much pride. So I mean, that's the thing. People want to come up and say this, but I made every decision and I've won. Just like I completely won now, right, boss? Right, homie. Right. So now it's my turn. Now we're gonna get this started the right way. Now we're gonna do every show the right way, professional, and we're gonna make it happen. All right. So I'm thank you, boys. Like I said, everyone can do the training, but again, session $100 for an hour. Like I said, other than that, tell folks. You know what I mean? We train above the bar for the most part. That's what I try to teach. I mean, we do everything. You know what I mean? I'm going to try some different stuff right now in front of you today. I'm going to try to keep going. You know what I mean? Doesn't matter how I feel or if I'm tired. I'm going to try to keep going regardless, right? man, this is how I get my little dough. And the thing is, I'm already up over $95, and that total is still accruing, and I'm trying to get up over that $100 threshold like now. I want to get there before the 28th. My phone wasn't charging, so I'm behind today. So I don't know. Yeah, I figure my battery will be real low. It makes no sense. But we'll do the best that we can for now. You know what I mean? And maybe do like one more live and probably get going right now. I got started early today too, so you know I have time, but you know I got to get this charged and I got stuff I got to do, obviously. But let's just do it now. Let's just get it started, do a little demonstration a little bit. And like I said, my whole point, man, I can really teach folks. Like if we get you training, you know, you got to start at the basic level. We can get you, you know, more closer to my level. My level is the peak and the goal, right? My level, you can do something right. This whole thing, like even me, I keep pushing myself. I see these videos keep coming up. Remember with Logan Paul and all these celebrities going to that one gym. I mean, for what? Why is that gym getting traction and I'm not? But I'm in better shape than both of those dudes put together. Literally, like you could tell that like the dude doesn't know what he's doing. And they telling folks this and that, and if you come here, you got to work out and train, and this is the most whatever gym in the nation. No, it's not. Them folks training don't even come close to me at all. None of it doesn't even come close. You understand? So that's what I'm saying. Like, why do they have traction? Because they Masons. Because all the Masons do the same thing. That's why. You understand? So, like I said, we're going to do what we came here to do, and we're going to get this money. I don't care if it's $1 a day or whatever, but right now my only goal is I have to get above that $100 threshold. And these folks are in their feelings because they know I'm real close. They know I'm real close, and they know I'm getting there. And believe me, they're worried. You understand? So it's just that. Let me see here. Can't see anything. I'm trying to save my battery. All right. Well, either way, regardless, like I said, the goal is get folks training above the bar. If we can get you training above the bar, you're at an elite level. You're at an elite level already, and then I can be able to actually, you know, work with you. You know, like that's the point. Like it's just a better form of training. It's next level, right? It's on another level, right? It is what it is. You know, like if you want to be the best, train with me. Other than that, it is what it is. And that's the thing. I'm going to be mobile. I'm going to be moving around and able to travel and train folks, right? And as I get my money, I'm getting everything off the ground, man. All these businesses that I keep ideas are going to be full scale and running. You know what I mean? Some of them may get turned into LLCs. We'll see if that's profitable and a good move for me, if I can even do it or not. You know, like I said, it is what it is. I'm not going to let anything stop me. You know what I mean? But that's the thing. Either way, I'll be making my profit. I'll be making my money. I know what I'm doing. And that's the thing. Like, business like that is genius, too. It's genius. You know what I'm saying? Like, none of these businesses have to be LLCs. They can be kept ideas. You know, that's the whole thing. Go travel the country and just train folks. You understand? Like, that's the thing. 100%. Yeah. What do you mean? 100%. And get paid in cash. Yep. 100%. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. Like, learn a gift that, like, folks can't regulate. That's my deal. Why would you want something that's regulated and that folks want to, you know, worry about your money? Like, no, I want something that is unregulated that I can do. I mean, like I said, mind you, I just got done training hard as hell yesterday.
What exactly is he demonstrating right now? Is this just how to stand there? Vlad back in the house.
So see, it's a vertical lift, right? Vertical lift. And then when I'm coming down, a lot of times I do a vertical to lateral hold, it's called. All this that I'm teaching you is an elite level. It's all beyond what folks will ever do. All these folks in the gym are wasting their time. They cannot do this. All of them. That's why talk is cheap. See, that's the point. Like, brother, I make my statement every day without trying. I'm just greatness. I just shine. You know what I mean? And they have to sit here and watch me get paid. All of y'all right in front of you.
Oh, there's some clippable moments coming up here.
That's my whole deal. Like, you get to this level, right? Then you see them coming down to the side, show complete bar control, exhibit complete bar control, right? And you're doing side reps, what I call them. I named all the exercises myself. You know what I mean? Practically created them. I drew influence, you know what I mean? But I took it to another level and took it a step further and farther. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I already, set some world records today. I just want to make sure that folks understand the principle. It's not something you can just watch and learn. You got to do my training. It's the only way you're going to get to this level. Just telling you the truth. You know what I'm saying? I did 150 pull-ups yesterday twice because the camera didn't catch it the one time. You understand? Like I said, and on the pull-ups, you do not go full extension all the time. You can do them. We'll do some right now. I'll do some full extension. I always work them in here and there, but I mix it up. You don't want to be doing them all the time. There's a reason for that. But it's the same thing. It's a pull-up. If you're going up and down at all, and you're getting above and below the bar, that's a pull-up, or a chin-up, depending on the position you're in, right? But what I'm doing is pull-ups. That's what I was doing.
Fucking hobo dojo. That's funny.
Do some wide grip. Just the whole point. It's a different kind of training. Builds a different kind of strength. Folks just aren't ready, man. Folks don't have the clue. And like I said, this is what I do because the way I move, right, I'm street oriented, right? And the way that I move, I have to be able to do this as I travel. I have to have this training if I was in anywhere, in jail or prison, anywhere. You understand? I have to be able to move and still train. I'm going to train and work out with the resources available to me. I don't care what they are. You understand? That's just the truth. That's 100.
Won't even
That's
dust
the other
himself
thing I want
off.
to talk about too.
Yeah, won't even dust himself off. He's laying down on asphalt with dirt and gravel and everything. He doesn't even dust himself off. Just make it part of the shirt now. Jesus God.
I don't worry about what people have to say. People can't do what I just did there.
Sweating and laying in the ground and just let it absorb.
Don't worry about what people say. Don't worry about form. Form doesn't exist. I teach somewhat like isometrics, isometric holds. We do a lot of somewhat like plyometrics, but I call it inertia training. It has to do with kinetic force, a lot of different logistics to it and parts of it, right?
Or how he holds his hands together when he's thinks
what
he's
I've noticed
smart.
and what I've learned, less movement equals more strength a lot of time. So we do both. We do
So
full
prophetic.
range of motion, right? And then we do it the other way. And then we do it kind of in a midriff. And people can say what they want, but it works. It's like when people tell you work out slow. I mean, sometimes that's good. You could do it, but are you moving slow when you're in action? No. Everything is supposed to be powerful movements, right? You know,
This is great right here.
like you don't have to do it
Ass
really
ups.
fast. You know,
He's riding that pole right
just
there.
don't do these while I'm talking to you. This actually works.
This is called the. What? Oh fuck! And yes, I already have DM Cross to clip this shit right here.
And it all has to do with the same with the Tyson stuff, with the head movement, right? Right? And using it 52, right? With distance, you look like you're farther because you're tilted, right? Well, you're right there, right? It's all the same principle. The head movement. You understand? It's all what it's about.
Ass up.
It's required for you to get low. You got to build up your legs, which is what I'm working on. Legs are strong. I was walking 30 plus miles a day, you know, for
Fuck
years
my
when I
own
did
ass.
this and working, doing the real thing.
This is so fucking stupid.
Requires getting low. You don't have to be big, but you need applicable strength.
Oh fuck!
That's what folks don't get. All that big stuff is cute, but it has to do with wind. You know, being able to move. That's why in prison or jail, they do a lot of calisthenics and kind of like that, like a lot of burpees, all them different exercises. I'm trying to see. Can't see nothing. It's all good. But yeah, like I said, none of it is easy, man. It takes hard work. It takes dedication to come out here as much as I do. That's the thing. I would never stop what I'm doing here. I'm never going to stop. And this is just the training. You understand? I work on top of all this. And it's not just this. I do my real job in God's will. What I do in these things, reality, you know what I mean? And then on top of that, yeah, I do this and kind of entertain the public. I do it all, man. I've got several different careers, even right now. I always have several different careers. My goal is to create different sources of income and build those sources into residual income. I'm already expanding a little bit, getting things really. We're trying, you know what I mean? It's the best we can do, man. We got to do the best we can. There's not a lot of opportunities, man. People think there's opportunity on social media. Not for me. See, that's the thing. It depends. No, it definitely depends. It definitely matters. You know, like I said, there's things that the public doesn't know that I'm aware of concerning these apps and social media that's very important. And that's why I move the way I do. This is all I do. I don't really focus on much else. You know what I mean? Like later on, yeah, I'll get a manager and have, you know, everything else moving and they'll run it for me and probably pulling a lot of money for it. But until then, all right, I'm going to stick with this and stick with what I'm doing. And it takes up all my time anyway right now. You know, they don't pay much. It's a 24-hour job, what I do on top of this. So it takes up a lot of time. It's a lot of time and a lot of effort. And it's just that simple. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's my goal, is just to get where like every day I'm with it. I want to stay out here longer today and keep going. Phone battery in, right? So
You notice how Jimmy Hart looks the same? The dude does not age. He looks the same today that he did in 1985. It's fucking weird.
we'll probably keep going in just a minute after this. Let's do some dips. and then we can walk and talk. Head out of here.
You need more of like a Mr. Fuji as a manager. Jim Cornette would throw him under the bus. Fucking Slick. I haven't heard that name in a long time.
That's the thing, man. Talk is cheap. Folks can say whatever they want. I mean, I basically work out and train to failure for like every day for everything. The training is on such another level. It's unbelievable. I don't care what anyone tells you. It's not even close. You understand? I've seen all these dudes. And I used to train folks that was about 2-3 times my size. You know what I mean? I did bar security for 7 years. I'm the champion and the untouchable one for real. I never took a L. I'm 1-0 on the street. You know what I mean? It's the thing, like, folks should say what they want.
Funky Fresh.
You ain't this. None of you. You know what I mean? That's the difference.
Now, we're not talking wrestling. We're just talking if Joey needed a manager.
It's the thing, folks depend on us. I don't depend on luck. I depend on hard work, and I depend on God. I depend on being blessed. It's different. Both different. The same. Never been the same. A lot of y'all young funny stuff, right? You hear me always saying, right? I love how they want to copy my words. Got their own stuff going on social media. None of them really making any dough, though. You know what I mean? The only way they can is dealing with other people. It's all off them donations.
Harvey Whippleman would kick Joey's ass.
They can live on for years. Pretty much little to no support. We ever going to talk about that? I don't even talk about it. That's the thing. Like, I'm smart. Like, people know I've capitalized. I already capitalized. What's the purpose in talking about it? Well, I'm going to talk about the past. I talk about what's conducive for me in my environment. I'm going to have the conversations that are going to further my business and my efforts. You know what I mean? And then a lot of times that means not having conversations about anything. I'm just trying to talk about what? This thing folks don't get just because you walk up and want to have a conversation don't mean I do. Feel me? Just because you want whatever you want doesn't mean I am. You understand?
Percy Pringle. Bill Booth. Wise, do not test my knowledge of the history of fucking wrestling. It goes deep.
Yeah, it can just be funny, man. Society is hilarious, bro. It none of it makes any sense. That's the thing. They think we want to be a part of it. Not at all. I don't want to be a part of nothing y'all got going on. That's why I do my own thing. You understand the difference on the spectrum between us. Folks be trying to give me advice. Folks trying to teach me and tell me things I got to correct them later. Folks don't even know what the hell they talk about. You know, folks want to be this and that. Like, it's all good, but people want to be extra friendly when they ain't doing nothing friendly for me. Like, y'all got positions and companies, y'all got jobs. Where's that money at? You know what I mean? Why not put me on and give me a job opportunity so I can get work? But that's the thing. They just act like it's completely out of the question. How? if I'm smarter than the CEOs of all these companies around here, which I am, and everyone knows it, what's the issue with this?
Back in the mid 90s, there was a school up in San Bernardino, California here called School of Hard Knocks. It was a wrestling academy. I was damn near going to go. The only thing I didn't, it was, I mean, the price tag was fine, but it was twice a week classes and drive all the way up there. Fucking like a 2-hour fucking drive each way, fucking twice a week. And I was like, ah, fuck it. Even if I do graduate, I ain't going anywhere. What's the point? Right? You know?
Give me a job, bro. Just hire me. That's all you got to do. You know what I mean? I'm a better salesman than anybody, bro. You know what I mean? I can sell anything. How do you think I made all this profit all the time? I know how to flip product. I know how to sell. I'm a street hustler, man. Are you serious? I mean, nobody can come close to me.
Here's an old wrestling story for you. Back in the NWO, WCW days when they were fucking pop. I mean, it was just popping. Everyone was on fire. They did the first Saturday Nitro. It was an internet-only broadcast, but it was at the Forum in Los Angeles. And I went with a buddy of mine. We brought signs and everything. Well, towards the end, I forget, it was like an 8-man tag team match. It was, everyone was there. Flair, fucking Nash, Hogan, fucking Savage. Everyone was in the fucking ring. And we're right down there ringside, and everyone's going fucking nuts, throwing shit. That was when the ring would just get littered with shit. Well, anyway, I look down on the floor, and there's like a cold cup. It's got like a little bit of soda left in it with some ice. There was like parts of a hot dog laying on the floor, and there was some condiments. And I put the rest of the hot dog and the condiments in the cold cup, and I twisted that fucker, and I fucking wung it and fucking hit Flair right in the middle of the back. And security comes down, and they grab me, and they escort me up the ramp, the Nitro ramp. And I turn around right when I get to the top underneath where the fireworks and everything goes off with the WCW Nitro logo. I turn around and I give fucking a crotch shot. And then they fucking escort me through gorilla position there and out the ramp. I walked out of the Forum, and I come back around the side of the building there, and there was a side door that was wedged a little bit open. So I fucking opened that fucker. I walked right back in. I grabbed a beer, and I walked right back down ringside with my buddy again. True story. That was fucking fun shit.
It's funny because there's no comparison. There's no comparison here at all.
And on that same night too, before everything was getting picked up pace, it was early in the card. The Ultimo Dragon, if you remember that guy, we brought tomatoes with us. We had denim jackets on. We had tomatoes in the inside pockets. And my buddy, we're probably 10 rows up, mid-ring. And Ultimo Dragon's doing a moonsault off the second rope on the outside of the ring. And he jumps, and he's in mid-back flip. And my buddy had an arm too. And he fucking fired that tomato. It hit him right in the fucking ribs. Right before he fucking landed on the fucking mat pads on the outside of the ring. Fucking, it was on a fucking rope. Pegged him right in the fucking ribs. It was great. That was a fun fucking night. We got hammered.
Weather is controlled.
There is actually there's limited footage of that back in the day, because that was at the beginning of the internet too, 95, 96-ish, whatever. But there is footage of that whole card, Saturday Nitro. And I think there's a segment there where you can see him get cracked in the ribs with the tomato. It's fucking great.
And all of it. I told you. It's all part of it. I'm saying. That's why they try to make things more difficult and more impossible every time that we get real close. You know what I mean? We're going to get over that $100 threshold, because I got to make sure I got another check coming in this next month. That's all that really matters, is that I keep this business continuing. That's what folks don't get. But I'm also like, everything I need to do or get what I need to get. And I just don't understand it. These folks want to park and sit here and stare and look at me when they should be doing their job. You know, but they don't have money somehow to contribute to me, but yet, you know, you're supposed to be getting a check, you're supposed to be doing your job, and then, you know, half of these folks is corrupt, so they're probably accepting bribes. Like, come on, man. You gotta get real, man. Y'all heard that phone call they exposed, right? From Mexico. You hear about all the stuff going on down here right now, right across the border, man. I can walk across the border. You know what I mean?
Do it.
And I'll run every block out here, so what does that tell you? I'm the king. Seem like I'm changing how I'm talking? Nope. I'm out here, man, by myself every day. The real deal, huh? Let me do the real thing. Everything I've done is let these folks don't have the heart to do that. You know what I mean? It takes courage, it takes strength. And I got nothing to do with it. What's up? Every time brass tacks, every time it's time to, you know, keep going. Like I said, when the going gets tough, get going, right? See these folks doing nothing. You don't see them working out. You don't see them building nothing. That's what's crazy to me, man. Folks.
Rick Rude was a dude he did not want to work. That fucking guy would
how you doing me if you're doing that, you're doing it. See, that's what folks do. They want to waste their time. But what real is it gets, man? I lived all over
County, like a breeding ground for fucking records.
Not on here. You know what I mean? Folks are fake. I mean, I'll act along with you for me, but it's all act. That's on you. That ain't on me. You know? These people bring fake energy. Well, what do you expect?
Imagine Joey trying to do his duties in our press.
See that every day. Like I said, not these other folks, man.
I think Rude and Hennig were in the same class in high school.
I'm really me, and I do this by myself. I mean, just like I'm out here by myself in these streets every day, right? And I'm not wearing hockey pads. You understand? So, like I said, folks in their feelings. They feel some way because I'm talking. Oh, goodness.
Hennig was probably
my goodness.
Of all time.
They're in their feelings. What will we ever do? Oh, my goodness.
Ross.
Don't even go.
We need you to clip 20. I think it's at around the 29-minute mark. He's just fucking doing knee dips. And he's just fucking doing ass ups and downs. It's fucking classic. If you could clip that, that'd be fucking great.
There. I love it, man. Absolutely love it. Hold up real quick. Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Someone's in the book.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it.
Like I said, number one, I'm aware of everything. Number two, how many world records I got, man? Like 543 or something? That's crazy. Tons of world records. We're going to keep on training hard. I mean, I did what I came to do today. It's only because my phone battery, if not, I would have done even more. You know what I mean? But it's all good. We had a great workout.
Yeah, had a
great
was
workout.
fucking
Actually,
great
session. And that's amazing on a day when usually at this point I'd be taking the day off.
Fucking finish.
That's what I'm saying. Like, try to keep going, man. I'm going to go hard because I want to get my body ready for everything. Like, just nonstop movement. Like, you evolve as you go. That's what folks don't understand. You literally evolve because you have to. You know, I just keep pushing, so my body has to evolve and grow and expand and just keep on ascending. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Folks can't do what I do, man. That's a given. That's common sense. You understand what I'm saying? So, like, that's my thing. All my world records are tangible. Everything I'm doing.
That class that came out of OVW, Ohio Valley Wrestling, with Lesnar, Shelton Benjamin, fucking the Prototype, fucking John Cena, Bautista. They were all in that fucking class. That fucking class that came out of OVW. fucking Hall of Famers, all of them.
It's real. Other folks can spend their time doing what they doing. I'm a very focused, serious man. You know what I mean? I'm about my business. You know what I mean? Folks can't speak on me. Folks can't even say my name. That's been reality since day one. And it's proven, right? It's proven, right? Yeah. That's why it's funny. We're not all the same. Truly, we're not. We never have been the same. That's what these folks don't get. I competed with the best and won. You know, I used to be at all the expensive car dealerships, buying all the brand new cars.
Yeah, Dave was
and talk to the folks that were there. I've been there, done that. You know what I mean?
You just had size.
I've been in plenty of relationships. Like I said, I outdid Wilt Chamberlain in the women's department. I ain't worried about it. I've been to many a club. You know what I mean? Come on, man. It ain't nothing, man. Folks ain't talking about nothing. I lived all over the country. That's the thing, like, these people should be the ones they should be overly ambitious. They should want it more than me, but I want it more than anyone. See, me, people will realize I'm willing to go through anything to win. I don't care. See, you care, I really don't. Yeah, then you want to call it crazy. Well, then I had to be crazy, didn't I? I had to be crazy enough to believe that I would get to this point. Like 50 Cent said, I had to be crazy enough to believe in myself. I had to be crazy enough to believe in God. I had to be crazy, you know, because it's not crazy, but I mean, you got to believe. I had to be crazy enough to believe that God would do it for me, and he's going to. Right in front of your eyes, watch. And you're going to look back and...
All right, I'll be back. I got to go AFK. I need to grab some water.
Everything God said is going to be true and proven facts. Just like when he said everything you said is going to be proven to be true. All of it. He already told me. Every day he tells me I'm going to be rich. Oh, man, I'm in direct, full alignment, directly connected to God. I save lives. Oh, man, it's just, this is not my plan. It's God's plan. That's what folks have to understand. So I'm just willing to go through whatever I got to go through for God. That's what folks have to understand. This is not my plan. When we was in that church group, it was God moving because there was a lot of evil within that, right? So what do you mean? There's a lot going on over there they're not supposed to be doing. You understand? Is anybody doing their job? Nope. But we exposed it publicly, and there was already articles about them. I just hadn't read them. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing, man. Like, there's none of these companies are professional. Nobody's a professional, but I am. I'm a professional. I'm a real professional, homie. You understand? But I keep it professional, too. You know what I mean? And that's my thing, man. We're just going to keep on progressing. We're going to keep on progressing. We're going to keep on. These folks do what they do. You know, that's what they do. Ask me silly questions. Have you been over here? I mean, is it really that big of a deal? Is there anything out here worth seeing? You know? Of course not. I ain't got the money to be moving around. You know what I mean? And it gets old. I mean, I can't even get a basic ride. I mean, are you serious? A ride? Like, you know what I mean? Folks don't help you with nothing, but then they all got...
Dave came along, though, because he had no fucking mic skills. When he just basically got pushed through just on his size alone. But that's something he had to learn throughout the years, whatever. Learn his acting skills and shit like that to be able to pull off, you know, Drax and shit like that. But back in the day, he was terrible on the mic.
Something to say. That's kind of weird, right? That's funny style. That's what I mean when I say folks be moving funny style. That's it right there. You know what I mean? Like, that's all they're talking for. Hey, me. You know what I mean? It's a basic ride. Like, it's everything that I bring up and talk about or even ask for, because I don't really be asking for much. Stuff I've already done 8 million times for other folks. You know what I mean? That's the part that I don't get. You know, folks be talking to me, can't even get my name right, want to act like they confused. Like when I speak to someone, if you don't hear me, once I pick up on that, we don't need to. Like straight up, it's just that simple. Like you hearing me loud and clear, huh? You know what I mean? That's the thing. People have an agenda, so they be trying to pretend. There we go. Sheriff, thank you. There we go. They all gave me the thumbs up. That's the jail division. They love it. The jail division sheriff. That's awesome. They gave me the thumbs up, and I same thing. I gave them the thumbs up. That's cool. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for a minute now. They just said hi. I need some water. So yeah, they know me. That's the jail division. That's crazy.
Kind of same with like Roman Reigns. They fucking kept shoving a microphone in that guy's face and he'd just fall apart fucking every fucking time. He'd just get chewed up and spat out on the mic every fucking time. He's finally kind of learned it's the confidence factor. He, you know, he's got the size and everything, sure, but the confidence in his own fucking mic skills took just now starting to develop it.
Pretty cool.
Last year or two.
I
don't really watch it, but
that makes me feel good. Like, that's the thing. Like, I know there's support. I know it's a lot of love. It's all love. There's a lot of love and support. I just need the money. You know? So, God is going to do it. You know what I mean? But that's my point, man. I don't worry about what people say. I mean, right now I'm at a street level. Right now I'm on foot. Right now I'm doing what I'm doing. Like I said, I funded the Batman project out of my own pocket for 3 years. It's been a lot of expenses, man. A lot of resources get expended.
Well, it was like with Roman and Dave back in their early years. Their fucking promos were fucking word for word scripted. Fucking if they couldn't deviate from the fucking script, they'd get fucking pointed at the finger as soon as they came back through gorilla position. What the fuck are you doing? Because you can't let those guys fucking go off script because they don't know what to do.
Just in the business of making it happen, you know, manually. I want to make it happen regardless. I'm very ambitious, and it's what I'm going to continue to be and continue to do. You know, so like I said,
if you haven't watched the show, sorry to keep pausing this, whatever, but if you haven't watched the show, go do it. It's on Netflix. It's called Heels with Stephen Amell. Fucking, I've watched it. There's 2 seasons. It got dropped. I forget who was carrying it first, but then Netflix picked it up, and season 3 was in the works before they switched over to Netflix, and it's not in production. Solid fucking show. Heels, really good. A lot of cameos in there. CM Punk, fucking a lot of other wrestlers too.
I have big goals, man. Just like when folks talk to me about money. I mean, I'm going to spend more money than anyone. I'm a big guy. You know, that's the thing. Like when I went to that church group on that church retreat thing out there, that's what they were all doing. They were all looking at me like, whoa, yeah. Like, I'm a big guy, man. You know, I do a lot. So, yeah, like my money goes, bro. You know what I mean? So what do you mean? You want to talk about money? Like, I mean, I have to maintain. I mean, how do you think I do all this? You know, even though I do it with next to nothing, but I mean, I would prefer not to, you know? Like I said, man, everybody can super chat. Like, what do you mean? I'm open to conversation with the right people that want to help and want to support. You know what I mean? So where are them folks at now? You know, where's the wanting to talk and wanting to speak now? You know, so we'll see what happens. You know, we'll just see what's happening next. But I'm gonna maintain a positive attitude and keep on pushing and keep on moving, man. It is not
or dildo
easy. It's not an easy career. It's not an easy anything, but it's what I love to do, and it's what I was born to do. It's what I was born to do. It's what I was meant to do.
Got from shoveling snow yesterday.
Gotham is mine. It's that simple. So yeah, like I said, we just keep on moving forward. So I'm the king of Gotham. Well, yeah, well, you know, I don't know what else to tell folks. You know, like I said, I have a sense of humor. Yeah, it's funny, but it's also serious as hell. You know, and everything I've done is serious. You know, like We gonna keep on. There's a honk from the highway. Ah, big truck driver. Oh yeah,
Big truck
we
driver.
gonna keep on doing what we do. And it's just that simple.
That's what they do on Vertical CIA.
Like real talk. Like I said, we getting a lot done. We're getting a lot done. That's the thing, man. Like honestly, every time I come this direction, I get more love. It's like all the love and support is over here. This direction, kind of. It depends. You know, but
Yeah, Benoit
not so
was
much.
as good as it gets.
It's weird. You can feel.
Let me show you something that makes me
Fuck you,
curious
Ed.
every time.
Look at that, Joey. That's called a tax return. Something you've never seen.
Brownsville love me for the most part. You know what I mean? Might have a key few that always, you know, jellyfish energy. So many jellyfish. So many jelly. Need some peanut butter for your jelly. Yeah, man. Ain't nothing gonna stop me. I'm gonna be out here anyway. There's more honks from the highway. More honks. More honks. Yeah. So like I said, folks know that I do the real thing and am the real thing. And it's just that simple. So like I said, maybe one day, I'll get the money so I can go to Phoenix, Arizona. Like I've been all over the U.S., man. I've traveled, I've lived in different places. Like I've already done a lot, but I want to travel so bad. It's unreal right now. I want to travel doing this. That's all I want. You know, it's the only thing. Like I'm like, if folks want to talk, come talk here. Like, what happened? Before it was every show, you know, like we doing the shows together. Now, folks aren't talking at all. Like, you see how that's kind of odd? That's my thing. Like, it's not worth even discussing. If folks wanted to talk to me, they would have been talked to me. If folks cared about me and loved me and wanted to support me, they would have been paid me. You know? It's just that simple. Got God looking out for me. Know that. You know? But like I said, I mean, I'm proud right now, man. It was a great, solid workout. Good workout session. Good stuff. Good results. Everything. It was good. I'm happy about it. It was gravy, huh? You know what I mean? Gravy. Feel me? Yeah, like I said, I don't know what folks think. Like I can't do this with no money. You know what I mean? You know, need support from the public, need funds. Like I said, you see me, hand me some cash, please. Something, we got a Cashapp, PayPal, and a Venmo. It's like any other person, normal person trying to make a living. You know what I mean? I never said I was rich in cash this whole time. I admitted the truth and told you the truth. You know what I mean? So, you know, like I said, you know, people know what it is. Public know what it is. Oh, I just want to be your teddy bear.
Ross, are those dildo patches prescription or are they over the counter?
It's not even showing me the chat. So that's what happens. Like if I go in between the screens too much, then I can't even see anything on here. It won't show me the chat or anything. So it is what it is. Well, there. Go ahead and try to restart.
Fuck it. Has he restarted? I don't believe so. No. He has not restarted, and we were behind as it is there. What was Joey doing? Chasing that fucking prairie dog around the park? Almost let him catch him. Let's go back old school again and do some prairie pets.
I wander through the park alone and blue. My footsteps echo with no one to view. I see some furry friends staring at me. Prairie dogs are all I see. Oh, prairie dogs, my only friends. We talk until the daylight ends. You chirp and squeak, I laugh and cry. My loneliness you can't deny. We sit on benches side by side. You scavenge food, I scavenge pride. You never judge, you never care. You're all I have, my only share. Oh, prairie dogs, my only friends. We talk until the daylight ends. You chirp and squeak, I laugh and cry. My loneliness you can't deny. Sometimes I wonder, will I ever find a human friend to ease my mind? But till then, I'll sit with you, my prairie dog pal, so pure and true. Oh, prairie dogs, my only friends. We talk until the daylight ends. You chirp and squeak, I laugh and cry. My loneliness you can't deny.
And that's a wrap. Chat, appreciate you coming in. Let's go and get.
I've drank a lot of fucking beer in my lifetime, that's for sure. Many times to an excess that I'm not too proud of the fucked up shitty situations that I've managed to fist fuck my way into. I've learned a lot along the way though. I'll share that knowledge with you if it can prevent a fucking drunken grease fire. If it doesn't, you are the fucking grease fire.